which is generally the favored side. But we have seen a bunch of teams recently come up with some pretty ridiculous T rounds as well, so I wouldn't read too much into it.
Yeah, and let's see what they decide to go for here on their CT side. Two of them haven't bought yet, Cyber Focus and Blade. Blade goes for Kevlar. What's Cyber Focus going to get in? Kevlar as well. Okay, we've got a brute force approach here on both teams, actually, because there's 4 Kevlar picked up for Fnatic, just a couple of nades and smokes, and the smoke goes straight into mid right off the bat, so they aren't even saving that for like a B attempt or anything like that. Fnatic want to get the pressure in mid fast, but Flipside have the same idea. They push 2 guys, a third to support, right down mid, right from the start.
Oh, wow. Actually, Blade, I think there was some team damage going into him. Flusher, though, trapped in the corner. Should be going down, but it's taken a long time. They finally managed to drop him. And now up in the apartments, Bondik, can he hold on here? Because otherwise, they might slip out and into the A-bomb side. If Bondik goes down, there's a free passage for Fnatic to move on. And if not, maybe they could be contained. In the meantime, a bit of a fight going on. Cyber Focus goes down to Crims. And World Edit now has to be careful. I think this is going to come down to Bondik.
I agree. And they aren't even checking. They are watching their backs. But there he is. Pronax gets picked, and that's going to be Crims as well. Crims was looking towards bedroom, but then Pronax stepped right in front of him as the shots begin to come in, and he's not able to pick off Bondik. So it's going to be JW, last man alive here, caught in a bit of a corner as well, with that bomb waiting for him in the hallway. Not many options for him here. So long as he can't remove Bondik from that angle, it's going to be real tough for him to get any kind of momentum going back into this round, because look at this. I mean, the bomb is there. He's running out of time, and everybody's rotated over from Flipside.
Wow, I mean, what can you really do about this? Now they're just kind of trapped in here and trying to see if he can get his way out. Bondik goes down, though. Nice opening from JW. Still got 22 seconds. He's going to pick up the bomb and try and make his escape. I think he spotted out Blade, who should be going down as well here. 1 bullet will do it. But JW doesn't have the time to play this game right now. He's got 10 seconds and has to make his way in. Blade still alive here. 8 seconds and... oh, JW is going to be out of time entirely. Will drop to Blade then. Nice attempt there. I mean, if you could have picked off Blade the first time around, that would have been a real round for him. But doesn't quite happen. And Flipside going to pick up the first round.
And that was like, that's why I'm like, I like that aggro mid play, but to me it's always so scary because it feels like there's so many things that could go wrong. If you don't get that high impact right off the bat, if you don't get 2 kills, just clash in mid and get those 2 kills early on, you have a chance of getting wrapped around on through second mid. Markoloff was standing there watching for Flipside to make sure that if Fnatic were coming through second mid, they wouldn't get caught off guard, but it still feels so tricky. It feels like like there's so many moving parts in that kind of play that could go wrong and that could cost you the round. So the fact that Flipside, they do get a bit of a lucky break with Bondik and a successful lurk up in a bedroom. They managed to shut out JW. That's the kind of start that they need. You can kind of like wipe the sweat off of their brow right there.
Yeah, just a little bit, right? And now they have to deal with the 1 scout here on JW, which I think they've already heard, so you can tell they're playing a lot more defensively now they know the scout is out. And there's 3 Tech-9, sorry, and 1 C-Set 75 on Flusher. This is what Fnatic is well known for. This is part of their strength, just being so good with these pistols, basically. Especially Olaf Meister with this Tech-9, right? Right.
He's kind of like the hero, basically. He's the man who gets in and who's just famous for basically wrecking people at Katowice with the Olaf Meister with the Tech-9, right? So
Tech-9 Meister.
We expect big things from him, and he's going to be the first man through, so it could be a bit of a tricky spot for him. He does have his teammates rushing up short, however, there's a man alive on balcony. He gets picked off. Crims does spot him out, and there you go. Olaf Meister, Pronax, everybody getting a piece of the action here on the A site, and Fnatic just completely collapse in here so quickly that Flipside, they don't have time to adjust. Flusha waiting for Markoloff in the rotate. And everything has gone right for Fnatic in this second round.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to say, really. This is what their experts are doing. And World Edit is going to have to simply run away as much as he can, but he can't even really make his escape. He has Flushes waiting for him. And this M4 is going to go to waste as well. He's going to pick up 1, but goes down to Pronax. So they win the round. They steal a FAMAS, an M4, and 1 MP7 in. Flipside, I'm guessing, are probably going to force up in return. They probably don't want to give up so easily. So yeah, they do. That is the most common thing by now, really. That's what everyone does these days.
They don't even hesitate. It's the straight thing. I mean, now it is, you always have a chance with how the current meta is being played out in the game and how powerful the pistols, the SMGs are. You always have a chance of having an impact in a round. So now it's almost always worthwhile to spend the money because you'll probably get a return on that investment.
Yeah.
If they can pick off one of these guys, I mean, Olaf Meister, Crims, basically make them drop these guns, drop that gear, or just manage to get a successful lurk off. Again, if Bondik could get lucky, you know, these sorts of things could actually work out really well for Flipside. So they are still a threat in this round. They've got the 5.7s. They've got a single C-Set on Markoloff, and Markoloff, they're on to you, buddy. You throw that smoke down, and they're going to get you. Crims through the smoke. Does not let Markoloff go for that tricky one-way smoke play.
I like the fact that they were just firing a little bit further in. Yeah, you could tell Markelov wanted to get in there, and Fnatic knew all about it.
Yeah.
Olofmeister will barely survive, but he does get the kill. Then Blade goes down, and now it's on Bondig and Cyberfocus. And they are in some pretty awkward positions here, although Pronax will go down, so Bondig will at least get that kill through. And JW playing at the edge of the smoke will follow up from the scout shot on Cyberfocus and take him out, which means Bondig is now going to be all alone here in a 1v4. Nice headshot, though. That Tech-9 still so lethal. He's going to steal a scout and run away. I mean, if he can make his way out, he's got like 3 grenades, armor, and there's a shot on Olofmeister through the wall. He's making this expensive for Fnatic at least.
He nearly gets that one as well. Flush it down to 9 HP. He gets the tag, but Flush it will overwhelm him and save that, well, that all-important scout, I guess. And it could be pretty valuable here in the next round to come. Unfortunately for Flipside, they aren't really going to be able to pick up the round. They will deal some decent damage. They get 3 kills in that situation, so they're going to make Fnatic spend more money on Kevlar, on nades, etc., re-equipping themselves in this round. But they're also going to be in a hard eco situation, so it isn't really panning out too well here for Flipside at the beginning of Inferno, especially on their CT side when they're considered right now they are on the favored side of this map, and so far it's a real rough start. Bondik, he's going to make it look like the one way again.
Yeah, they're going to be putting a couple of shots through this time as well, just to test it out there. Yes, I mean, not the best start. You win the pistol, but you lose the following 2 rounds, and you happen to be playing what is still probably the best team in the world at playing Inferno when they're really up and running here. Fnatic. A nice lineup here, though. Cyberfocus with a lot of potential, but he doesn't manage to close out the double kill. Then he only gets the 1. They do a lot of damage to Fnatic, and with Crimson, JW got down, and Pronax very nearly died. It's a comfortable little lean there, just relaxing there, taking a slump.
Actually, that did look pretty comfy, didn't it?
I mean, it's not a bench like this one, obviously. We've gone through the benches on Inferno once before, but, I mean, as a sort of improvised bench, it'll work all right, I think.
That would be a fabulous bench for a hot day. Because you could just, you know, trail your hand in the water, let the fish nibble at it. Yeah. So that sounds like a really relaxing. Yeah, you've got like one hand in the water. If you brought some beer, you can actually put it in there and it'll keep cold like that. Man, that is relaxing. Some beer. See, dude, Europeans, they should be saying wine, but we spent too much time together, Andrews. You know what I want.
Yeah, in Sweden as well, and in Denmark as well. You know, it's the beer still reigns supreme. Now, Cyberfocus is covering over from the ninja corner, and Fnatic do have 2 Molotovs, so he's got to be a little bit careful he doesn't get trapped in, but he's playing it very loosely, so he could actually pretty easily make it out. Though Olofmeister and Flusher will open up with some really good kills, making life really hard for Flipside now, and they have to win this round. If they lose now, it's going to be horrendous. There's Pronax going down, so a chance for a retake. So it's not going to be easy. Blade looking for an opening. Cyberfocus goes down, and JW to drop Blade, meaning World Edit. Now going to be alone.
Yeah, and World had it basically all by his lonesome over on that B site. He's still got his M4. He's shooting the fish out of frustration. But those fish, man, they're like the chickens. They have no soul. You can't stop them.
You can
actually kill 2 of them.
You can shoot fish.
You monster!
You can shoot fish.
World Edit, how dare you?
And you know what? I mean, people don't know this, the backstory, the lore here, but it's actually, I mean, it is all about protecting the fish in this bomb site. That's why the CTs are here. You think they're blowing up these barrels with the chemistry in them and stuff like that, but it's not. It's the fish.
Oh man, those fish. It's like championship winning boy.
They're goldfish. They're literally made from gold, Semler. World Edit is going to be falling back here. It's still trapped in. The round is not done yet, and Olofmeister is going to steal it with a triple kill. So there it is.
So I was a millionaire growing up, and I had no idea.
Yeah. I mean, why do you think they call them goldfish? I don't know if these are really like that.
They look kind of goldfishy.
Let's see. They actually freak me out a bit. Like they don't look natural, do they?
They don't really respect physics either, do they? They're just like kind of like side to side. I don't know. It's just really weird. And then apparently, if you throw a Molotov, it cooks them. It roasts them.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't eat those fish. They don't look natural. Oh, chickens though I would eat, but not after they've been blown up with an HE grenade. I feel like that's too much. In the middle, Blade is going to go down. This is just a pistol round or a sort of an eco round coming out of Flipside. Nothing much to it, really. Markelov trying to play close, which is not a bad idea. I mean, sometimes you could stay alive just by being that close, but not going to be this time around. Bondik will go down, and Markelov almost... Yeah, the fire is going to spread, and he survives on 2 health. Wow.
He got lucky there. That was way too close. Now smoke goes down. Basically, this is just Fnatic brutalizing Flipside. Cyber at least has shown that he's lethal with his P2000 up close and mid. And he could potentially, if he could land on Olofmeister, this would be good. but he comes out of the smoke and he's not able to readjust his aim in time. Olofmeister will catch him first, and that is going to be a 5th round on the board here for Fnatic. Not a whole lot that Markelov can do. I mean, he's going on a backstab mission here with 2 HP, but he gives away his position, and that's just horrible. Now Pronax, everybody's going to close in on him.
What I enjoyed the most about that is the fact that Markelov kept shooting. Like, like the first shot was like, I hope I can pre-fire him. Like, he walked out once. When he walks out again, I'll shoot him. Then the next couple of shots were like, I guess not. But I've given up at this point. I can't be bothered. Oh no, poor Markelov. Well, Flipside have actually changed it up and gone for a double up setup. And we've seen them do this before between Cyberfocus and World Edit. And it has actually worked quite well. Like, last time they played, it definitely worked. But they're also against JW. And they need to take him out quick. Oh, Cyberfocus. He runs into the grenade. That's the grenade collision actually stopping him. And World Edit dies over at Banana. This is a disaster.
Yeah, you already have Blade rotating over on Speedway, but there goes the aggressive Molotov. That's going to force Markelov out into the open. Flusha peeks behind it. This is working basically textbook right now. Blade does manage to take out Flusha, who got a little bit ahead of himself. Pop Flash their attempt as well to slow things down, and it does just that. But with this smoke down, now Fnatic decide not to press this. Although, JW, what is this? JW finds him into the smoke. He goes. I don't even.
Oh, finally goes down. Bondig up here. Should be a free kill on Crims, but somehow actually ends up taking a little bit of damage for it. Then Cyberfocus now heading on over into construction. Try and see if he can find an opening. It is a 2v2. The bomb is just going to go down now, but Olofmeister in the back line with 10 health. I mean, Olof's already had like a sick game. He's got 11-0 and 2. He's only died twice in the first 7 rounds here. Bondik all the way in the back lines, but he's smoked off. One grenade back here would do wonders on Olofmeister, though. In fact, do it, Bondik. No, he's going to fall too far back. He even had a grenade out. Either way.
He should find Cyberfocus' AWP, shouldn't he?
No, it's all the way back
it's
here,
all the way,
I think.
yeah, that's right. It died over here.
Yeah.
That's right. So this is a little bit of a problem right now for Flipside.
It's not got a skin either, though. I mean,
how valuable could it be?
Do you really want to give your life for it? I had a dream once that we could have like a matchmaking mode where the skins you have, if you lose to the enemy team, you lose the they get your skins. It's like play for skins.
That's hardcore.
That would be so hardcore, wouldn't it?
That would be amazing, actually.
I mean, then you run into like some spin butter and you're like, I can't do this, But
if there was a reliable way of doing that, how sick would that be? Yes, please.
Man, that would be. I mean, I would cry a lot. I already cry a lot in matchmaking, but that would make me. That would make me really explode.
Yeah, then JW shows up. This is how he actually gets his skins. Now I understand. Now I see. Now I see. It's not about money matches in CS. Not like in the fighting game community. Here it's all about skins.
I can see some downsides to it. I could see how it might cause a bit of a rift in the community. Bondik has to come up big here, and Flashbang not going to catch him. Bondik with a great triple. What a spray down. Pronax, Olofmeister, and Crims all gone. Beautiful control here from Bondik, but is it going to be enough? His teammates need to step it up as well. JW gets a sick double kill, and that's going to bring it back in favor of Fnatic. What a steal. Bondik did so much, and then his teammates, they just couldn't follow up on it here. Markelov going to get flashed as well. Turns around, flushes there. Fnatic, they just cannot be stopped.
It doesn't matter if you kill 3. The other 2 will wreck your team. Like Bondik, I know. I can see it in the chat right now. Bondik, dude, he got on there. He actually did the damage, and he's leading right now by a fair margin for Flipside as well. 9 frags for him. Runner-up on his team is 3 frags. That's Blade. So, I mean, he's doing work, but...
The setup was cool from Fnatic, though. I mean, they have 3 people right there up in the apartments, and then one guy tossing a flashbang all the way over here. That's actually meant to sort of flash Bondig, except the roof is actually going to keep him covered. But the idea is still there for Fnatic. Super nice idea. If Bondig had got flashed, I mean, that round would have already been home. So it's still a good idea. Speaking of Bondig, it's going to be doing a little bit of damage. Blade to pick up the kill there. Headshot on Olofmeister, and it's just pistol, so a good start either way here for Flipside.
Curious to see what they can actually do from here. I mean, as far as Fnatic are concerned, they're just going to slow play this. They are gathering up once again at top banana. They've had a lot of success on this bomb site. Well, they've had success whichever bomb site they decide to go to, really. That's kind of the story of this half. But B side, they have had better than average luck at getting the entry frag, and so that's what they're trying to build off of right now, hoping that somebody's going to try and peek early. They have a Molotov that's going to be on Pronax. He could set it up to clear out early angle. Early angle? What is he going to do, though?
They're just going to pretend, aren't they? Because the bomb is walking back. So they're actually walking into 3 people here. Markelov and World Dead probably made a call, but you can tell that No one is really rotating, so they're not quite buying in yet. But with that kill coming in, they will start to buy in. Blade with a huge pick off there on Crims. Takes the AK and runs away. And now Fnatic only have 2 members left. Pronax winning that fight against Bondic. But yeah, they're both fairly low on health here. Pronax still alive. Trying to take a fight with Blade, but he's now almost running out of time as well. 15 seconds. Bomb is going to be attempted once, and Blade almost buys it, but not quite, and there's the win. So great job there on Blade. Triple kill. 2 of them with pistols, and I think one of them with the AK at the end here. Really doing a lot. And oh. We'll be right back, guys. Don't worry. I hope that doesn't show on your screen, but it shouldn't. So 7-2, and we are moving into the 10th round. So a big win in that round for Flipside.
That was an eco round win.
Yeah, and an eco round win. Definitely good job, but also a little bit scary.
Yeah, exactly. That's I mean, it was still way too close. I mean, it's still getting down into a 2-on-2 situation. They just barely win that out from that position. It is, I mean, it was a fine fight there by Flipside, but now Fnatic are going to start ramping it up. They can't keep the pressure on. Cyberfocus will hit his shot on Flusher. That's top banana. So we're into a 4-on-4 now. Fnatic going for the nades again. The aggressive Molotovs up the top banana to try and get control of that position. But instead, it is going to be apartments. Olafmeister already lurking his way through here, trying to get eyes on balcony, seeing if he can't pick somebody up on short. Bondic holding close on balcony, however. So there's the smoke, and now Fnatic kind of have to worry about a different way in here to the site.
Yeah. And it wasn't porn that popped up, guys. It was just like a Windows pop-up. So don't worry about it. It was the other thing. I mean, we wouldn't try and keep you from that. You know, we'd show it if we had it. Cyberfocus, waiting right at the edge. Going to be taking down Olafmeister and won't get the second shot then. Blade going to come through and try and follow up, and he challenges the next 2 people. So now they're actually in the 2v2 again, and Bondic has to come up big here. He's waiting for it. They're going to smoke out, flash out once. Bondic, he can probably look over the smoke quite a fair bit here. So if they try and run into the site, he might be able to catch a glimpse of them. And let's see. Got the AK out. Pronax actually does make it past Bondic. There he is, trying to look over the smoke. JW will go down, so now it's all on Pronax to try and clutch it here. Great headshot on Markelov, who came jumping in. Oh no! And now Bondic in the pit. He's going to get the kill as well. Great job. Very nearly went down, but he's going to have to time, even with the Molotov, to get this defused. So double kill and the clutch at the end here. So 3-7.
Such a close situation, though, there by Bondic, basically. He was the hero of that round. The fact that he didn't try and force things when that smoke went down on balcony, he decided to play it safe, let them get the bomb plant, but also allow for his team at Markelov to rotate in. The fact that he didn't give away his position and got that free kill on the man trying to go into pit, that was crucial. That pretty much won them the round at that point, because even if Markelov dies, then they know exactly where Pronax is, and it comes down to Bondic. If Bondic loses that situation, then that's a huge mistake by Bondic, really. So the fact that he keeps cool and actually manages to pull that win off, that's the kind of round that Flipside need to be picking up more often here. And I kept, wow, that's a pretty slow smoke.
Yeah, it takes such a long time to land that I don't feel it's going to stop very many people, but Fnatic are on the other side. They've set fire to that tree in the corner as well, and now they're trying to do the boost up. Markelov, does he not see this? It's literally right in front of him. The smoke must somehow be higher than it is on our screen, because otherwise he would definitely be able to see this. So what Markelov is seeing, I can guarantee you, is not what we're seeing. Even though Markelov has not had the best game, he's definitely a better player than that. So I think there was some smoke covering Markelov then. Blade walking close, goes down. JW saw that coming as well, even though usually you'd be looking a lot further back. You'd be looking up here, so that's impressive. And now World Edit trying to move into cover here, but they've already lost 2 entry frags to the Fnatic team. This is way out of control for Flipside.
Yeah, this is not pretty right now. JW is just having his way with them. World Edit loses his peak battle over on Banana. That gives Banana to Fnatic, but then they get Bondic as well over in A apartments. So they can pretty much go wherever they want at this point, Fnatic. They only know that Cyberfocus is now the last man alive. So they decide to actually take this fight on A, and now they know. But with 25 seconds left, they don't actually have time to go to B. Oh, this is going to be insanely close.
You can't really, I mean...
This is going to be crazy close, Pronax. You have to run your buns off. 14 seconds. Oh, they kill him in the end. But still, like, for the plant, look at that. He would have just made it with 2 seconds to spare.
Yeah, like, if you're right here and you just take this run, this is with your knife out running all the way. It's like 14, 16 seconds time to run that distance. So if you got 20 seconds when you start to make the run, you will literally have 4 seconds to plan. That's it. If you bump into anything, if you know, second guess yourself even once, that's it. It's going to be all over. So that was a bit of a risky play, actually. But they got the kill anyway. And it's going to be 8-3 now. Flipside back on pistols here. There's just not a lot that they could do with them.
No, they're getting naded as well. At least that's their economy. Fnatic right now are just beasting them. But Cyber Focus once again showing that he is just so dangerous with the pistols up close at mid. Gets another kill and does some decent damage to Crims as well. But it will be a 3-on-3 situation. Bondic, the last man alive here, waiting in Boiler, and he's just biding his time, hoping that they will actually leave this angle open for him. They're going to attempt the crossfire. Markaloff draws the attention, and now Bondic peeks out, but Flusha was ready for it. Perfect read there by Flusha, and the nade on a Markaloff drops him down to 13 HP. Last man alive, but not for long. Fnatic will pick up the round. 9-3 the score now. Fnatic just completely running away with this terrorist side.
Oh man, I mean, it's kind of hard to deal with. Worlded and Markaloff are supposed to be like two of the pretty good players now that Simple isn't here, but they have really, they're not hitting their shots right now. 4 kills on one, 2 on the other. And moving into the 13th round, something big has to happen for Flipside to change this. I mean, they got to win the last 3 rounds, then they have to win the pistol on the second half, and just pray that Fnatic are not feeling good on CT side.
Essentially, I mean, World at it with the scout. We have to go for this kind of buy and Cyber Focus once again. 1-for-1 trade though. Pronax was there to watch JW's back, so he's not going to be able to get away scot-free. No big advantage gained for Flipside this time around, unfortunately for them. The Wolfmeister getting the smoke used up on balcony early. There's a single smoke left, and that's on World Edit. But he's currently just kind of camping out on B. So it's all right that they leave that smoke there. But now the A side is vulnerable, and Fnatic going for a bit of the Fnatic play. Flash through mid, through that smoke. The blade gets returned, and again, they're effectively trading 1-for-1 here. Oh my God! Except Flusha getting a 180 off shot. That's gonna completely turn everything around here. Bondic will be able to spray down Flusha. He could potentially catch the last man as well. Pronax just barely makes it into the apartments.
Yeah, I'm impressed Bondic even caught the fact that he was running that way. I mean, he obviously could hear him run, but that's still a pretty big move to make right there. Worlded it can't stop the plant from going down. Bondic coming up from behind rather quickly. Pronax, I think now he hears it, and he's going to get shot in the face. Olofmeister from behind. He had the knife out, but he's going to use the AK to take care of Worlded it. Now the Molotov follow-up here. It's actually, is he going to cover that bomb? Bondic is now walking out in front of it. And Olofmeister is just waiting patiently on the other side. It's going to be a quick peek then. Realizes that he's close and he's going to run for it. Olofmeister trying to stay alive. Grenade is out as well. And there is not going to be enough time, I think. He does not have a kit. He's going to have to run. Oh, no.
It's just more heartbreaking situations when it comes down to these kind of clutch scenarios. Bondic, I mean, well, it's just Fnatic. They know how to play them perfectly. Olofmeister just went for one of those ticks that's really risky, though. He like decides to peek before he's finished like swapping to his AK. So I'm just like, what happens if he's standing right in front of you, Olaf? Why do you do that, Olaf? Like, take the risk. Okay, fine. I mean, maybe you've got 10 rounds on T side, but really, is that an excuse to start playing or start leaving openings for your opponents to take advantage of? No. Don't do it, Wolf.
Yeah.
Even if you did just like play that marvelously and ran down the clock to the point where they couldn't actually win the round. So he did everything right. It's just that one thing I always cringe. I always like grit my teeth and like, don't peek if you don't have your gun out.
It is so risky, isn't it? We've seen tons of pros lose, you know, fights due to that. Bondic though finds the perfect place for that saved AWP. So a lot of credit to him for getting that entry frag. Really important. Switches it up. Goes back to the other side of apartments and is now looking for an opening here. But Crims and Pronax are both right there, and he's got to be careful. He's already down to 31, so a single shot here from AK will almost take him down. And there it is. Crims will quickly follow up on that one.
Yeah, and they peaked together as well, so there really was no hope. He picked up the one. World Edit having a bit of a battle over here on Banana. Luckily for him, he's got Kevlar on, or he probably wouldn't be with us anymore. Cyber Focus. Wow. Like, thought that he would be able to get the flick onto Pronax there, but that just wasn't the case. JW point blank picks up the first. He's not going to get the second. He goes for the knife, but Flush is there to save him. JW had a little bit of a heartbeat moment there, like a heart attack.
Oh man, that was really weird, wasn't it? But, then I mean, it is JW. He does like those situations, just like no scopes him, no problem.
He thrives in those situations. You're right.
11 to 3, and I'm seeing bot Cyber Focus now being spammed in the chat. I don't know. It did look weird. I don't know.
It did.
You gotta wonder at that point if it's like all his attention and focus is on where, because Crims was down at the corner, so maybe he just got the call. Look, he was down at the corner. I'm all focused on that, and then somehow he just like completely didn't register there was a guy right in front of him. Cyber Focus did pick up the kill, so less of a bot now than maybe last round, and I mean, we've seen them get good openings before Flipside. They've got to carry it through here, and that's a nice follow-up. The bomb down as well from Bondic, who's been playing well. Like, Bondic's been Look at it.
Dude, Bondic is the guy who's going toe-to-toe right now with Fnatic. I mean, doing the best that he can. He's got 16 frags, whereas the rest of his teammates, they have not succeeded in passing the double digits yet. Flusha's now going to be the only battle log in a 1v5, and it's fitting the Bondic. Picks up the remaining 2 frags in that round, so that puts him up on 3 for the round, and, well, actually, that swaps us out, so.
Oh, that means we're going to be back on the camera, boys.
Okay, then.
All right, well, we're going to obviously connect right back in, guys. Second half is coming up. Bondic just going super mad. He's gotten 18 kills. He's tied with the top fragger on Fnatic in spite of them being, like, just a ridiculous number of rounds behind. So, obviously, that shouldn't be the case, right? He should be much lower, but he did a really fine job here. All right. It's going to be 11-4. People are saying Supreme.
Damn straight, Supreme. Yo, Global next! Global next.
You know how I got Global, Semler? I was in.
You were there with Dupree, weren't you? Making vacuum noises.
It wasn't even that. I mean, that would have been even better. But it was just that I was in Supreme, and then the whole vac wave rolled through, which means I just had to win one game, and I got up ranked to global. I was like, "Yep, what's up?" So now I've just stopped playing, and I'll just keep that title forever now. JW trying to look over the smoke here. Nice little trick, boosted up on the car, and see if he can see anyone. There are 2 people out there. They don't have the bomb anywhere, though, so Flipside engaged in a very slow round with 4 people here. Top banana for Fnatic. And Cypher Focus is wrecking them, just taking them out one at a time. Pronax in the corner, but he's alone, and Bondic is going to check. He lets Cypher Focus in for just keep running out. You know, you take the bait if they're going to be there, and then Olofmeister, last man standing, and Bondic will take him out. What a sick round from Flipside.
Dude, what a sick pistol play from Cyber. This guy is like a monster once you put a pistol in his hands. He like CT side, he constantly gets kills mid, and here he just entries his way onto that B site, gets all 3 kills that allow for Flipside to actually pick up a round. So, well, that was fantastic. Now, do we actually get to see them keep this together here going into this next one? Because that's going to be the question. Fnatic, we saw what they did to them last time around, where Flipside won the pistol and then got completely obliterated second round. Are they going to be able to do the same thing here? Can they together and hold off the storm? Because Crims pushes down. He actually does quite a bit of damage to World Edit. That's going to drop him low. And they've already got a kill on JW.
Oh, they've got to be so careful right now. Flashbang in. JW really wants it. Follow-up flash, and he hunts down, but he can't get back. Crims. A bit of a bot there, just standing in his way. All of my stalls will pick up Markolov, and it's down to Blade and Cypher Focus here. But I think JW would have been alive if Crims wasn't like, no, I want the kills as well. I'm right behind you, man.
You know what happened, though, is because that was actually Crims' kill. Like, he did all the damage to World Edit. So he's like, JW, if you're going to come over here and take my kills, you're going to die. Just blocks him out there.
Oh, man. Pronax in the corner. Cypher Focus gets the kill, but he's still not going to check and ends up dropping. Now it's Pronax with the 5-7, and Blade comes jumping over the sandbags. He's still in a 1v2 with about 40 seconds left here, and picks up an AK and actually decides to make the run back, which right now seems like a smart choice.
Yeah. Let me see. He's going for the fake arena, though, because Flush is now back over on that B site. Problem is, Flush with the CZ up close, he can just let Blade walk up onto this bomb site and then spring on him, because that smoke goes down. That pretty much gives it away. Blade has now got 17 seconds left to get this bomb plant. He has to check all the likely areas, and he's going to plant right in front of Flusha, who just draws this out. Flusha wins the fight, jumping CZ to the face, and Blade is gone. And history repeats itself, Anders. Second round win for Fnatic, just like in the first half.
There's almost no coming back from that. I mean, at that point, you're really in a lot of trouble if you sort of, you know, repeat that sequence there. By the way, in terms of blocking people, one of the funniest things to do if you've got a friend who's like AWPing by the car here, and he just straight goes into the corner with the AWP, and he's like, you know, hardcore AWPing this corner, just go and stand right next to him, because then when they shoot at him and he tries to get out, he can't, and he has to jump up on the car, and it's really funny.
You're a horrible person, bro.
Yeah,
you are the kind of person that makes me break keyboards. Like,
it is so much fun. Definitely try it. Don't forget to record it either. It is going to be 12 health left on Markolov, and Flusher in the middle just challenging with the C-set 75 and getting kills with it as well. Obviously no armor or anything here on Flipside. They are just out of money completely here. 13-5, moving in to the 4th round of the second half here, and Flipside, they have to force. They know that time is out.
This is it. It's going to be full Galils as well for them. They know that they don't have any room for error. They do want to get some nades, though. That's why they aren't kind of jumping up, although I don't even think any of them could have afforded Kevlar helmet plus AK, and that's, yeah, none of them. 50 bucks short on World Edit. He was the closest one to it, or on Cyber Focus, rather. So full Galils, a handful of nades, a smattering, and now it's going to be Frodax with the MP7, and he runs out of bullets, or he probably would have got that other kill there.
It seems likely. Ooh, actually... Olaf taking a little bit of damage then, but Crims is up here trying to get the jump on over, and as they get there, they're going to put up another smoke. Leave Olafmeister close with the Mag 10 in hand, and in the middle, JW is looking for some sort of opening. Is he going to find someone to fight with? Got to be careful because Blade is close by. Fall back a little bit further. I mean, it seems like Flipside have made Fnatic pause for a moment in this round and just take a breathe, but when are they going to recommit? Is Crims going to flash him in? No, JW just walks past, completely blind through the smoke, but did get a kill on Cyber Focus anyway. Blade was there in the corner to pick one up. Now the bomb is being picked up here. They're a man up still, Flipside. They managed to hold on to the lead throughout this whole round.
Think about how lucky Blade was right there as well. One bullet from JW would have done the trick. He could have actually got a 2-for-1. So JW coming real close to bringing it back for his team there with that risky play pushing through smoke. Pretty much like the only guy who will do that along with Happy. But now Flipside, they're wrapping around through apartments, and Crims, who's holding in mid, not in the best position. He's going to be able to hear them jump down onto short, and obviously could potentially try and rotate around to pick up the kill, but there's going to be a man in boiler, and he's currently waiting for him right now. Crims in position. Does he actually crack on? No, he does not. Blade with the instant headshot. That does the trick. And now Fnatic, they're down to Olafmeister. Last man alive here for the CT side, going into a 1v3 retake on A. He's probably just going to get in here to see if he can't get some damage done at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard for him to try and win around like this without any grenades or... Well, there's a defuse kit he can pick up there, and an M4, so now it's actually much more worth it for him to just save what he's got here. Just stealing what he can as he's trying to make his way out. Blade is right up there, and he's going to miss him by just a pixel. Wow, that's so close.
Yeah.
Well, they're both going to walk away from it.
Oh, that was really nicely done. I mean, basically just good defense and good patience by... Flipside at that point, managing to deal with the aggro mid early on, managing to keep things alive and make sure that JW didn't do too much damage with his random push through smoke. Blade was basically the man to save it there, like limiting that damage to just a single man down. So it was a 1-for-1 trade, which kept the advantage for Flipside, and then Flipside just making use of every second, slow playing it all the way onto that A site. So really nicely done there by Flipside. 6 rounds on the board for them versus Fnatic's 13, and we will have the force buy out of Fnatic.
Still can't believe that Flipside are essentially 9 rounds behind, and yet the top fragger in this game is Bondig at 21 kills. Like, that is really sick, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a monster right now.
Yeah, you've just lost so many rounds, and still you somehow managed to come out on top. Crims gonna be forced back quickly, but they did take a lot of damage just for getting top banana there. You can tell, well, Markolov dies over in apartments. This is just not Markolov's game, is it? Like, we've been playing, what, 20 rounds, and he's got 2 kills.
Yeah, that's not...
You get a kill every 10th round, you know that things aren't looking too hot.
And it's looking like it's going to be some speed here for the G site. So, let's see if they can actually manage it. Double kill coming in for Crims right now. Crossfire set up, trying to run through that smoke. It is not working for Flipside at all. And World Edit getting caught out on the cart isn't going to help. Crims with a 3rd kill. JW will get picked off by Bondig, but now Bondig, 1v3. Last man alive, gets headshot at mid, and Flusher will clean him up. It is going to be 14 rounds on the board now for Fnatic. And this feels like Fnatic are still in this mindset of just going through the motions. Like they're kind of just picking up Flipside at will.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to really say. Bondig's been playing super well. Cyber Focus and Blade have tried their best, but right now they're almost playing 3v5 at the moment. And it's not like anyone of Fnatic is really doing badly, although JW and Flusher have had a good time. I would take a screenshot, guys, but Semler's F5 key isn't actually bound to a screenshot.
F11,
so.
F11.
It's F11?
Do you hear it?
No?
No?
We'll figure it out, guys. We'll figure out how to be able to do the screenshots, because that was another good moment there. JW does not actually get that shot on through, and he gets the no-scope through the top of the box there. Unreal. Classic JW style. Scoping doesn't work, like unscope. He's going to get that kill on Bondig as well. Misses the one on Blade, but Pronax won't. It's going to be 15-6. It's a match and map point here for Fnatic. A best of 1 game on Inferno, and they have destroyed Flipside.
Yeah, just flat out. I mean, yeah, there's not... to the point where like JW, where like Fnatic, they don't even care. They're just like running into mid, taking these fights. They could choose to play it safe. They could give up mid control. They could, you know, get that early pick and then back off. But they're just actually running in there and just looking to bully Flipside at this point, looking to take those fights mid. And even when they should supposed to be at a bit of a disadvantage, they still come out ahead. And nobody highlights that more than like JW basically. Peeks into a bedroom, gets shot in the face. Okay, actually I'll go for a peek in the T apartments too.
Yeah,
Why not?
I'll just keep going. And won't find the kill, but it was damn close. Blade is already gone as well, so they got to be really careful here. Crims to take out World Edit, and now if Bondic tries to make this jump up, well, they would have been ready for him anyway. Flusher wants to go down the middle. Fnatic just want to end this, and a quick flick to take down Bondic. And Markolov in the middle. Is he going to get another kill? Standing 1v5, gets a shot in on Crims, but it's going to be going down to Pronax 16-6, and victory for Fnatic. Wow, that's hard to deal with, isn't it? What can we say? I mean, that was a bit too much.